Hi Year 3, happy Friday, welcome to another English lesson. I'm having to film this from my laptop screen due to technical difficulties, so put a little picture of myself so it kind of still looks like I'm on the screen. So today's lesson is all about how to use a and an correctly. So we have done this before, so hopefully this is a little bit of a recap for you before we go on to the main activity. Okay, so consonants and vowels, we've talked quite a lot about these before, okay, and it's basically that the alphabet is split into two groups of consonants and vowels, okay. There are 5 vowels and 21 consonants, okay, so can you remember which ones are which? Okay, hopefully you remembered that the vowels are A, E, I, O and U, and the rest of the letters in the alphabet are consonants. Okay, so what we've got here is we've got a picture, several pictures of different objects. We've got a teacher, a jumper, an apple, laptop, otter, icicle, umbrella, egg, yogurt and a book. Okay, and what we need to do is think about the start of those, which sound or letter those words begin with. So think about a teacher, begins with a T, which is a consonant, so we put it in the consonant box. Okay, I'd like you to do the same for all of those objects, either by writing them down into a table like mine, or just thinking about them in your head. Okay, pause me now. Okay, hopefully you came up with the same answers as me. So for consonants, we had teacher, jumper, laptop, book, and yogurt. Vowels, we had egg, apple, otter, umbrella, and icicle. Okay, how did you get on with those ones? Okay, so for the bronze activity today on the website, okay, what you're going to be doing is something similar to this. So you're going to be given a word, and what you've got to do is you've got to work out whether a or an would go in front of it. So we've got orange, pencil, rabbit, house, envelope and apple. Okay, now remembering that if it has a vowel, letter or sound, you would use an. If it has a consonant, letter or sound, you would use a. So have a go at those and pause me now. Right, here are the answers. We've got an orange, because it's a vowel sound, a pencil, a rabbit, a house, an envelope, an apple. Okay, how many did you get out of 6 there? Moving on to silver, we're going to be doing some sentence work. Okay, so we've got some sentences. For example, tomorrow I am going to something party. What's going to be under that grey box? Is it going to be a party or an party? So again, thinking about that vowel sound or letter for an, consonant for a. Okay, so again, have a go and pause me now. All right, here are the answers. So tomorrow I'm going to a party, or a party, because it's a consonant sound. Humpty Dumpty was an egg. I always have an umbrella in my bag in case it rains. The dog was on a lead. You can make a house out of snow, which is called an igloo. Okay, again, how many did you get out of 6? Let's see if we can keep up those high scores. Right, these ones are slightly different, and this is where it gets a little bit tricky, okay? Because so far we've been looking at the starting letters. So here I've got 2 options. I've got it was a unique painting in orange, and I've got it was an unique painting in blue, okay? Which one do you think is correct? A unique or an unique? Okay, now normally we would say that if it starts with a vowel letter, it would be an. However, this time it's a unique is correct. And this is a vowel letter. So you've got to think carefully about the sound sometimes as well. So although unique starts with a vowel, the letter U makes the y sound. So a is used instead of an because the y sound is not a vowel. Okay, right, on to the next one. It was a honest mistake or an honest mistake. Which one do you think sounds better, blue or orange? Okay, the answer is blue, an honest mistake, because although honest starts with a consonant, which is the H, the letter H makes the short O sound. So an is used instead of a. Okay, this is quite tricky, so we're going to do a little bit of practice now. So I want you to listen to the sound at the start of the underlined word, thinking about whether it makes a vowel or a consonant sound. So those vowels, A, E, I, O, U. So we've got hour, uniform, universe, unicorn, air, and honour. Okay, I want you to say those words to yourself, the ones that are underlined, and then think about whether it makes a vowel sound or a consonant sound. If it's a vowel sound, you are going to use an. Consonant sound, you're going to use a. Okay, so have a go and pause me now. Okay, here are the answers to these ones then. So it took an hour to get to the zoo because it's a vowel sound. I have to wear a uniform to school. We flew to a universe far, far away. I would love to ride on a unicorn. The king wanted an heir to the throne. It was an honour to meet the queen. So again, how many did you get out of 6? They're quite tricky. You've just got to listen carefully. And it really helps me sometimes to say the word out loud. Okay, so have a go at that if you're struggling. Okay, we're going to play a game, okay, because I've been a bit bored in lockdown and I'm sure that you potentially have too. Okay, so we're going to go on a hunt around the house. You've got to go and collect 5 objects from around your house with permission. If it's not your object, make sure you ask who it belongs to. On your piece of paper, you've got to write them down and then you've got to add either a or an to the front of them. Okay, I want you to read them through to yourself. Do they sound correct? Okay. So I'd like you to go and collect 5 objects, write them down with a or an, and then we're going to come back, have a look at yours, have a look at mine, and see what we've come up with. Okay, so pause me now, off you go. Okay, let's have a look at mine then. So I have come back with object number 1, egg. Okay, now it begins with a vowel sound, so I'm going to say an egg. Object number 2, glue stick. Okay, it begins with a consonant sound, so I'm going to say a glue stick. Number 3, I came back with a phone. Okay, it begins with a consonant sound, so I'm going to say a phone. A mobile phone would be the same. Number 4 is water bottle with some nice Robinson's squash in it. Okay, I'm going to say a water bottle. Again, it has that vowel sound. Consonant sound. And the last one, I have my iPad. Now I'm going to say an iPad because it has that I, which is a vowel sound. Okay, what did you come up with? Did you manage to find any of the same objects as me? Okay, and hopefully you got the A's or the ands correct. Okay, moving on to the gold activity, which will be on the website. This is a similar passage, but not quite the same. I'm just going to read it to you, and you'll probably guessed already there are going to be a couple of mistakes. So whilst I'm reading, I want you to think about where the mistakes are, because we're going to talk about those in a minute. The waves lapped gently against the side of the boat as a young boy and his faithful dog arrived at the shore of an small deserted island. It was an island so small that the boy could see right over to the other side from where he sat. Okay, it sounds a bit funny reading those, so you can hopefully spot those mistakes. So we've got an small deserted island. Okay, it's not correct. If we look at the word small, it begins with an S. Okay, small, which is a consonant sound, which means it needs to have an A. It was an island so small. Okay, it should be an because island begins with a vowel sound. Okay, so when you're having a go at these on the website, you can either highlight the mistakes in green or whatever kind of pen you have, and if you have a purple pen, use that like we do in 3T or in the classroom in year 3 to correct those. If you don't, just use whatever pen or pencil that you have. Okay, it really doesn't matter. Okay, so now it's your turn. I want you to have a go at the activities on the website. For Friday, you've got a GPS starter to do to warm up your brain, and then you've got a and an to get on with. Okay, so good luck. Let me know how you get on, and don't forget we still really want some work for the news notes now. So if you've done your work in any lesson, please send it to info@, and hopefully you will see it on the news notes for the whole school to see. Good luck, guys. Enjoy. See you soon.